Okay, so today I will start chapter 3, and in this chapter you will study about the square roots, cube and cube roots. So first I will explain you the meaning of square and their properties. Okay, so what is the square of a number? So what is the square of a number? When you multiply any number with itself, then you will get then we say that we have found the square of a number. Okay, so that is the meaning of the square. When we multiply a number by itself, we say that the number has been squared, and the product is called the square of the number. Okay, so for example, like you have a number 2, then 2 into 2 equal to 4, that is 2 square here. So here 2 is multiplied by itself, then we say that the square of 2, that is the square of 2 is 4. Similarly, you have any other number. Okay, here you will say that the square of 2, that is 4. The square of 2 is called 4 here. Similarly, the square of 3, equal to 9, that is 3 into 3 is 9. Okay, so this is the square of 3. Similarly, you can find the square of any number, and here there are some numbers whose squares are there, like you have the number and their square. Okay, so you have the number 1, okay, and its square is what? Its square is 1. The number is 2 here, so its square is 4. 3, then 9, 4, 16, 5, 25, 6, 36, 7, 49, 8, 64, 9, 81, and 10, it is 100. Okay, similarly you have like 11. If you have the number 11, and then you have square. So the square of 11 is 121, the square of 12 is 144, the square of 13 is 169, the square of 14 is 196, the square of 15 is 225, the square of 16 is 256, the square of 17 is 289, the square of 18 is 324, and the square of 19 is 361, and the square of 20 is 400, and so on. So now what is the square of 21? Okay, the square of 21 is 441. Okay, the square of 22 is 448, and so on. Okay, so the square of 23 will be 529, 24 square will be 576. Okay, and the square of 25 is, the square of 25 will be 625, and 26 will be 676, 27 will be 729, and 28 will be 784, and 29 will be 841, and 30 is here 900. Okay, so here I have written the square of the numbers from 1 to 30. Okay, if you learn the square of these numbers, then it will be helpful to you. Okay, so now the next term is here, what is the meaning of the perfect square? Okay, what is the meaning of a perfect square? So here I have written many numbers. So the meaning of perfect square. When a number is the square of a whole number, then that number is called a perfect square. So for example, here I have written the square of these numbers, like these. This is here. These are the square of a whole number, and these are the square of a whole number also. So all these numbers are called the perfect squares, because all these numbers are the square of a whole number. Okay, So they are called the perfect square. And those numbers which are not the square of a whole number, then they are not called the perfect squares. Okay, so these are the perfect squares. The next number, now we will discuss about the properties of the square of the numbers. Okay, there are many properties here. So the number one property is here, a number having 2, 3, 7, 5. That is, here you are given that which numbers will be a perfect square and which number will not be a perfect square. Okay, so how will you identify here? So here you can see that there are like here, this is the square of 11, this is the square of 12, and 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, and also again I will write the square of 1, that is 1 square equal to 1, 2 square equal to 4, 3 square equal to 9, okay, and 4 square equal to 16, and 5 square equal to 25, and 6 square equal to 36, okay, and 7 square equal to 49, 8 square equal to 64, and 9 square equal to 81, and 10 square equal to 100 here. So here you can see that when we square a number, then we get some answer, and when you observe the answer, then you will see that in the that is the number which is a square number, like here 1, 4, 9, 16, 25, 36, 49, 64, 81, 100 etc. or these numbers. So you will observe that at ones place, like here ones place, you have only certain numbers. You will not get all the digits from 1 to 0. Like here it is here 1 or 4 or 9, that is at ones place you have 1, 4, 9, 6, 5, 6, 9, 4, 1, or here 00. And here see that in any square number you will not find 2, or you will not find 3, okay, and you will not find also 7, okay, and you will not also find 8, okay. So in any square number you will never get the digits 2 or 3 or 7 or 8 at the ones place. Okay, so this is the rule here, that if you see that these numbers, either of these numbers are there at the units place of a number, then it will certainly be not a perfect square. Okay, that is here you will be sure that you will be 100% sure that those numbers will never be a perfect squares if these numbers are there at the units place. And other property is that if in any number you have the digits like 1, 4, okay, 6, 5, 9, okay, etc. 1, 4, 6, 5, 9, and 1, 4, 9, 6, 5. Okay, so these numbers are there, and if these numbers are there in any number at the ones place, then it may be, okay, it may or may not be the perfect square. For example, here 121 is a perfect square, but if you write 131, again 1 is there, but it is not a perfect square here. So here you cannot be sure always, but it may or may not be a perfect square. But if these digits are there at the ones place, then you must be sure, okay, that is 100% certain that those numbers will not be a perfect square. So this is the property number A and B. And also that another property is here, that whenever you square a number, okay, that is, or you can say that if it is a perfect square and if there are zeros, okay, zeros, you can say that zeros are there at the ones place or the tens place, then the zeros must come in pairs. Okay, that is, if you have only 1 0 at the ones place, then it will never be a perfect square, and if you have 2 zeros, then it may or may not be a perfect square. For example, here this is the square of 20, okay, and you see that here when you square 20, then you will get 400 here. So here again see that the zeros occurs in pair, okay, the zeros occur in pair. So this is a property for zeros. The next one is the square of an odd number is always odd number. The square of an odd number is always odd number. And again here see from the example here that the square of odd number like 1, then 9, then 25. Okay, so here see the 1 square or 3 square or 5 square. So all these are the odd numbers. 1 is an odd number, 3 is an odd number, 5 is an odd number. So all these odd numbers has the square, and the square number is also the odd number here. See, 1 is the odd number here, 9 is odd number, 25 is odd number here. Okay, so when you square an odd number, the answer is always an odd number. And next, when you square an even number, the answer will always be an even number also. And here you can see from the example like 2 square, then 4 square, then 6 square etc. And see the answer, that is the square of 2 is 4, the square of 4 is 16, the square of 6 is 36. So in these, so remember that when you find the square of an odd number, the answer will always be the odd number, and when you square even number, the answer will always be the even number. So this is the property. Next is that factors of every square number can be grouped into pairs. That is, factors of a square number always grouped into pairs. So what does it mean? Like 144. 144 is the square of 12. Okay, 144 is the square of 12. So if you find the factors of 144, okay, I will show you the factors of 144. So 144. Yes, now here see that 144 is there. So 144 is equal to 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 and into 3 into 3. Now see that here this is a pair of, that is 2, and this is a pair of 2 here, and this is a pair of 3 here. That is whatever be the square number, then whenever you factorize, then the factors must come in pair always. Okay, so this is the property. The next is the square of a number ending with 1 or 9 ends with 1. That is, square of a number ending with 1 or 9. So these are the simple things here. Actually from this, when you see that when you have any number, for example you have 11. Okay, here I have found 11. This is 11 square here. So see that at one place it is 1 here. So here also you got 1. And in this case it is 13 here. That is 3 here. Also here, if at the ones place it is 1 or 9. Okay, at the ones place if you have 1 or 9 in the square number, you will get 1. For example, here see that this is 361 here. This is the square of 19. Okay, so here this is the square of 19 and this is the square of 11 here. So in these two numbers, at ones place you have 1 and here also it is 9. So if the digit at the ones place is 1 or 9, and then when you square these numbers, you will get the number which have 1, or you can say that at the ones place when you square these numbers, like here I told you that square of 11 and the square of 9 here. So when you square these numbers, then the answer which you get, okay, in that answer the digit at the ones place will be 1. See here also, see that 121, the digit at the ones place is 1 here also, and in this number also the digit at the ones place is 1 here. So this is the property also. And also you have other properties. For example, the square of a number ending with 2 or 8, and these are very simple things because from this you can say, for example, if you square suppose 36, if you square 36, then what is the, if you square 36, then in the answer, that is the number which will you get after squaring 36, in that number the digit at the units place will be, we can say very easily. Here you know the 6 6 are 36 here. Okay, 6 6 are 36. So when you square 36, when you square 36, you will get some answer, okay, and in that answer the digit at the ones place will be 6, okay, because 6 6 are 36. 6 into 6 equal to 36 here. So at the ones place the digit is 6. So if you square 36 also, you will get 1296. That is, see again, the digit at the ones place is 6. So it is very easy to find which digit will come at the ones place when you square a given number. Okay, so for example, if you square suppose 221. So if you square this number, then the in that answer you will get 1 at the units place, because 1 square is what? 1. That is why this. And if you suppose if you have any number like 220, suppose 4, okay, then you know that 4 4 is 16. So in the number 16 the units digit is 6. So when you square this number again, you will get 6 at the units place in the square of this number. So this is the rule here. So it is not, this is very easy to understand what digit will come when you square a given number, okay. So and whenever you square a number which is ending with 0, okay, if there is 1 0, then in the square number you will get 2 zeros, and if the number is ending in 2 zeros, for example like 10 square, it is here 100 here. So 1 0 is there, you got 1 pair, and if it is there are 2 zeros, then here you will get 4 zeros in this case. So the zeros will always come in pair in the square of a number. So this is also the property. And if you have any number and it is ending with 5, then when you square the number you will get the answer, and in that answer also the ones place digit will be 5. Now the next is the square of any natural number is equal to the sum of the square of the first natural numbers. For example, like 1 square equal to 1, okay, 2 square equal to, now here you have 2 square, so it will be 1 plus 3, okay, see 4, and then 3 square equal to 1 plus 3 plus 5, that is 8 here. So you can observe here, again I will write 4 square equal to 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7 equal to 16, and here 5 square equal to 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7 plus 9 equal to 25. So now here you can observe here that 1 square is 1 here and 1 is an odd number, then 2 square equal to 1 plus 3, again here see that 1 and 3 are the odd numbers, and here you are squaring 2, so here add the first two odd numbers. So while you are squaring a given number, okay, like if you square 25, okay, if you square 25, then you will add first 25 odd numbers, and then you will get the answer 625. So here you are squaring 3, so add first 3 odd numbers, 1, 3 and 5. Answer will be here 3 3 9, okay. So here 3 square is 1 plus 3 plus 5, that is 9. Similarly here 4 square, so add the first 4 odd numbers. The first 4 odd numbers are 1, 3, 5, 7. So when you add you will get 16. And similarly 5 square equal to 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7 plus 9 equal to 25. So this is the property. So whatever number is given to you and you are told to find the square of a given number, then I told you, like for example, if you want to find the square of 13, then what would you do? You will add the first 13 odd natural numbers, and then you will get the square 139. So this is another property. The next property is Okay, so these are the properties. Now I will explain you some numbers that is you have to, or I will explain you the multiplication of two numbers, or you are finding the square of a number. Then there are two shortcut methods of finding the square of a given number, and here there is a method which is called the column method. Okay, the one method is here the column method, and this column method is used basically for finding the square of two-digit number only. Okay, so you will use this method to find the square of any two-digit number. So how will you find this? Column method of finding two-digit number. So in this first take the example of a number 54, or take 52 here. Okay, that is we have to find the square of 52 square. So now here make columns here. Column 1, column 2, column 3 here, and in this column you will write the square of 5, that is square of 5 is 25, and here you will write 2 into 5 into 2, that is here 5 is there and 2 is here, so you will write 2 into 5 into 2, and here you will write the square of 2 here, that is 4 in this case. Okay, and here, so it is 25, and here it will be 5 to here 10 to here 20, that is it will be here 20, and here it is 4, and this is 20, this is 25. So now what would you next? So here in this case that is here you don't have any number, like it is 4 here, so before this you have 0, so we will here add 0 to this number. Okay, so you will get 0 only. Now here underline this 0 and then take this 2 and add this 2 to this number, 25 plus that is 2 in this case. You have 27 here, so you have 27 then 0 then 4. So the answer of 52 square will be equal to 27 0 4. So this is the method of finding the square of a two-digit number by using the column method. Okay, so take another example so it will be clear. So take for example 54 square. Okay, 54 square. So again you will write this column 1, 2 and 3. So here it is 5 and 4 here, so you will write 5 square, that is 5 square is 5 square equal to 25, and then you will write 2 into 5 into 4, and then 4 square equal to 16. So it is 25 here, and here it is 16. Now see, it is 16 here, and 4 5 ja 20 2 ja 40 here. So you have 40, and here it is 16 here. So carry this 1 to this side here, that is add 1 here, so you will get 41. Now carry this here, underline this 1 and then carry 4 to this side here, 25 plus 4, that is 29 here. Now underline this 29 and then you have 1 and then this, then you have 54 square equal to 2916. So this is the answer of this number. Okay, so this is the method of finding the square of a two-digit number by using the column method. Then another method is the diagonal method. So how will you find the square of a given number by using the diagonal method? Okay, so diagonal method of finding the square of a two-digit number. So here take example 126. In the book it is given. So first make the square, like because the number is 126 here, so it is of three-digit number. So you will make 3 3 9 squares. So like this, right here 1 2 6, and here also 1 2 6, and then draw the diagonal like this. Okay, now what would you do here? 6 1 ja 6, then right here 6, then 0, 2 1 ja 2, then 2, then 0, 1 1 ja 1, then 1 and 0 here, then here 6 2 ja 12, then 2 and 1 here. Okay, and 2 2 ja 4, then write 4 and here 0, and 2 1 ja 2 again, so 2 and 0, then 6 6 ja 36, then write 6 here and 3 here, 6 2 ja 12, then 2 and 1, and 6 1 ja 6, then 6 and 1. Okay, now here you have 6. Okay, so take 6 here, right, and add here all these numbers, so 2 3 and 2. So what will you get here? 3 plus 2 plus 3 plus 2 5, 5 plus 2 7. So here you got 7 in this case, and here 6 plus 1 7, 7 plus 4 11, 11 plus 1 12, 12 plus 6 18. So here you got 18 here, and write here 8 and then carry 1, and carry 1 and add in this number, that is here you will add 1 to this row, you can say this row here. So 1 plus 0, 1 plus 0 plus 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 1. So 2 plus 1 3, and 3 plus 2 5, 5 plus 1 6. So from this you got 6. Okay, and this one is carried here. Here I have carried this to this place, and again here add 1 plus 0 plus 1, it will be that is in this case again you got here 1, and here also you got here 0 here. So what is the answer now? So arrange all these numbers, that is 1 6 8 7 6. So the square of 126 will be that is this number. One 15876. 15876. Here it is. It should be 5 here. 2 plus 1 3, and 3 plus 2 5. Oh, here it will be 0. Okay. So here it will be 5. So the answer of this will be 126 square is equal to 15876. So again I will repeat here this process. So here the number is 126 here, and we have to find the square of 126. So how will we do it here? So first, because it is a 3-digit number, so you will make a table. Okay, and in this table you will make because there are 3, that is why 3 3 are 9. Okay, 9 squares in this, and then draw like this. Okay, and then write the number 126, and here also 126, and then multiply like this. Okay, 6 1 ja 6. Okay, so you got only 6, that is only one digit, so write 6 here and 0 is here. Okay, and then 2 1 ja 2, then 2 is here and 0 is here. 1 1 ja 1, then write 1 and 0 here. Now 6 2 ja 12. Now see here we have got 2-digit number, so write the 1's digit here and the 10's digit here. Similarly 2 2 ja 4, so 4 is here and 0 is here, and so repeat this process. Now here you will, the 1's digit will be here 6 in this case. Okay, 6, that is because here only one number is there, so write here 6. And now here you have in this you have 3 numbers, 2 3 and 2 here, so add all these numbers, you will get 7. And in this also you have 6 1 4 and 1 and 6, so when you add you will get 18. Okay, and then 18 here, then carry this 1 to this column, that is now here 1 plus 0 plus 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 0, it is 5 here, and here nothing is carrying, so and add this number and this number, so you have got this, so 0 and 1, then 5, then 8, then 7, then 6. So here just discard this 0 and write 15876. So this is the square of 126 by using this method. Okay, so these are the two methods of doing this. Now I will solve some questions from this exercise 3.1. Okay, so now I will start this exercise 3.1. Okay, so in this the first question is find the square of the following numbers. The square of the following numbers, so it is very easy. Okay, you have 16, so find the square of 16. 16 square equal to 16 into 16. equal to, just multiply, you will get 256. Okay, so this is the square of number. Similarly, you can find the square of other numbers. Okay, so now next question, which of the following numbers are not perfect squares? Now here I have explained you that how will you identify a number which may or may not be a perfect square here. So in this you will see, you will observe the digit at the units place, and then you will determine whether a given number is a perfect square or not. So here 1849 is the number here, and at ones place 9 is there. So which of the following numbers are not perfect squares here? So here it may or may not be a perfect square, because 9 is there, and you know that 3 square is 9. So in a perfect square number you may have 1, okay, then 4, then 5, then 6, 7, 8, 9 is there, okay, and then also pair of zeros. Okay, if you see these numbers at the ones place or at the ones and tens place, then you can say that the number is the number may be a perfect square or may not be a perfect square here. And see, so here this may or may not be a perfect square. Okay, this may or may not be a perfect square. Now the next number, now see, it is 7000. So this is 7000. Then here you are 100% sure that this number will never be a perfect square, because here you see the zeros here. Okay, that is these are not in pairs, that is it has pair but it is not in pair, so this will never be a perfect square. So here this is that is this number is not a perfect square. Okay, next number is 900 here. So 900 is a perfect square, okay, because this is the square of 30. Similarly, you can find other numbers. Okay, and also if you that is, if you want to be sure that which number is a perfect square, then you will factorize that number. Okay, you will find the prime factors of that number, and then you will find the pairs. Like for example, question number A. In this, find the factors of this number. So this number will go by which number? So this number will not go by 3. Okay, similarly you can, that is, now here you can find, for example, next question number. Okay, so here it will be difficult to find, okay, or it will take some time. So move on to the next question, like question number 3. Question number 3, what is the possible number of digits in the squares of the following numbers? Okay, here what is the possible number of digits in the square of the following numbers? So here in 17, okay, you are given a number 17 here. Okay, 17, and in this you have the 2 digits here. So how many, when you square 17, then how many digits you will get? Okay, there is a rule for this also, that is if you have a number with n digits, okay, if you have a digit with n numbers, then you will have 2n minus 1 or 2n digits in the square of that number. So here if it is 17 here, and you know that this is a number of 2 digits here, so when you square this number, then you will get either here it will be 2, that is 2 into 2 minus 1, that is 4 minus 1 equal to 3, or 2 into 2, that is 4. So when you square this number, you will get 3 digits. Okay, that is, in this you will get 3 digits. So what is the possible number of digits? So in this the possible number of digits is equal to here 3. Okay, because so here remember the formula that if you have n digits, okay, in any number you have n digits, then the square of that number will have 2n minus 1 or 2n digits. Okay, So next is the number, suppose question number B, it is 176 here. So here the number of digits equal to what? 3 here. 1, 2, 3 digits are there. So when you square this number, then how many digits will be there? So put the formula here, that is 3 here. So 3 to 6 minus 1, that is 5, or 3, that is in this you may have the 5 or 6 digits in this case, 5 or 6 digits. Okay, that is when you square 176, then in the answer or in the square of this number, the number of digits may be 5 or 6, because by this formula. So using this formula you can find out the number of digits. Now question number 4, here I explained you how to find the sum. Here you have 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7. So because here these are the sum of the first 4 digits, okay, first 4 odd numbers, that is the sum of the first 4 odd numbers. So its answer will be 4 square, that is 4 square equal to 16. Or when you add this actually, so 3 plus 1 is 4, 4 plus 5 is 9, and 9 plus 7 is 16 here. So that is 4 square. So actually this is the property here. So in the next question, the number B, you have 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7 plus 9 plus 11 plus 13. So how many numbers are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it will be 7 square, that is 49. Okay, so here you can find the sum of these numbers by using the property very easily and very quickly. So now next is find the digits at the ones place in the square of the following numbers. So again it is a very easy question. For example, in the question number 1, okay, here in 5 number A, here you have 19, okay, and when you square this number 19, then the square of 19 will have 1, okay. When you square 19, then in the square number the digit at the ones place will be 1, because you know that 9 9 is 81, 9 into 9 will be 81 here, and in this 81 1 is at the units place. So when you square this number also, you will get 1 at the ones place. Now see here, it is 1 here also, because 19 here this number is 19 here, and because at the ones place 9 is there, and you know that 9 square is 81, and in 81 the digit 1 is there at the ones place. So in this also 1 will be there at the ones place. So this is very easy, and you can find the digit for any number here. For example, you are given 707, okay, question number E. So in this 707, what is the digit at the ones place? Okay, digit ones place. Ones place means that is when you square this number, then in the square number, okay, in the square of 707, the digit at the ones place will be equal to 9, because you know 7 7 is 49, and in 49 the digit at the ones place is 9. So here when you square this number, the digit at the ones place will be 9. So in the same way you can find other answers. Now next is here, express the following as indicated. Question number A, 64 as the sum of 8 odd numbers. Question number 6. So in this question number 6, express the following as indicated. 64 as the sum of 8 odd numbers. So here the answer will be 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7 plus 9 plus 11 plus 13. So how many numbers are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and one more number 15. So now you have 18 odd numbers. So its answer will be 8 square equal to 64. Okay, and you will do the next question yourself. And question number 7. Question number 7 is here. You have to express, like here it is the question number, this A, it is 25 square, and we have to express 25 square as the sum of two consecutive numbers. Okay, so first you know 625 square is what? 625. Okay, and just increase this number by 1 or decrease this number by 1. Okay, and then suppose if you increase this number by 1, that is 625 plus 1, it will be 626, and divide this by 2, you will get 313 here. So you can write this as 313, and the other number will be 312. So this is, now here see that these two are the consecutive numbers, 312 and then 313 here. So the sum of this will be equal to this. Okay, so here this is the simple method of finding these numbers. Just find this square and then just increase this by 1. Okay, you will get this and then divide this by 2. So you will get this number 1, and next will be, that is before this number you will have this number here. So in this case you can find, like question number B also, you have 17 square. Okay, so it is 289. So what is the now here you have to find two consecutive numbers. So here suppose I will subtract, okay, 289 minus 1, it will be 288, and divide this by 2, you will get 144. So here it will be 144 plus 149. Okay, so when you here understand that you have the square of 25 as this much. Okay, so add 1 to this number, you will get this number, that is 313 here. Now decrease this number by 1, so you will get the previous number here, that is the 312, and then 313 here. So this plus this is equal to this or this. Similarly here 17 square, so here 289 here. So you can increase this by 1 or decrease by 1. So here I have here decreased this by 1, so you will get 288 here, and divide this by 2, you will get 144. Now 144 this number, then increase this by 1, you will get 149. Now when you add these two numbers, you will get this number. Actually this will be here 5. Okay, now when you add these two numbers, you will get 289. So this is the answer of this question, and then you will solve the remaining questions. And question number 8, you have to find like you have two numbers, 5 square and 6 square, and we have to find out how many numbers are there between 5 square and 6 square. So how many will be there? 5 square and 6 square. So when you find 5 square, it will be 25, and 6 square it will be 36 here. So how many numbers are there here? 25, that is 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, and 34, and 35. So how many number are here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, there are 10 numbers here. So in this way we can find the number of numbers between the two given numbers. But there is also a formula to find the numbers. So how will you find it? And I think I will explain you this in the next class. Okay, so here the answer will be in this case. Okay, there is a simple formula to find this. Okay, like here you have 5 square and here 6 square. So here you have the one number is 5 and the other is 6 here. So just multiply this with 2, that is 5 2 are 10. So you got 10 numbers here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so this is the simple method to find the total number of numbers which exist between these two numbers. The next number is suppose 12 square. Okay, see question number. Question number 12 square and 13 square. So between these two square numbers, how many natural numbers are there? So it will be 12 to the 24. here it will be 12 2 ja 24. That is the total number of numbers between 12 square and 13 square is 24 numbers. Okay, so here you have this n. Okay, this is here n equal to 12 and here n plus 1 equal to here 13. So n equal to 12 here, then the total number of numbers between these two numbers will be equal to 2n. That is 2 into 12 equal to 24. So this is how you will find this question or the answer of these questions. Now next is here, find the square of the following numbers using the column method. So I will take example of 61. Okay, how will you find the square of 61 by using the column method? Question number 9, and we have to find the square of 61 by using the column method. So column 1, three here, so you have 6 here, so write 6 square equal to 36 here, and here write 2 into 6 into 1, and here write 1 square, so it is 6 to here 12 and here 1. So because here 0 is there, so add here 0 in this case, so you have 2 and 1, and then carry this 2 to this side here, that is 36 plus 1 equal to 37. So therefore the square of 61 will equal to 37, this and this, that is 37 to 1. Okay, and you can find also by using, you can check this by multiplying 61, see 1. See here that both are equal, so in this way you can find very easily the square of a 2-digit number. Okay, so now question number 10 is find the square of the given number by using the diagonal method. Question number 10. So I will take the number C, that is C here 129, and find the square of this number by using the diagonal method. So draw a square and then divide into 9 equal parts. So write here 1, 2, 9, 1, 2, 9, then 9 1 ja 9, 0, 2 1 ja 2, 0, 1 1 ja 1, 0, 9 2 ja 18, then write here 2 2 ja 4, 0, 2 1 ja 2, 0, 9 9 ja 81, 1 here, 8 here, 9 2 ja 18, 1, 9 1 ja 9, this. Okay, now here you have here 1 digit, that is 1 here, and now add all these, you will get 24 here. Now carry this and underline this here 4 here, and carry this 2 to this this row here, that is 9 plus 1 plus 4 plus 1 plus 9. So here you will add 2 to this number, 9 plus 1 10, 10 plus 4 is 14, and 14 plus 1 is 15, and 15 plus 2 is 17, and 17 plus 9 is 17 plus 9 26. So write here 26. Now again carry this 2 to this this row here, that is 2 plus 2 plus 2, that is 2 to 2 plus 2 4, 4 plus 1 5, and 5 plus 2 is 7 here. So write here 7, and then add this here, you will get in this case you will get 1, and here it is 0 here. So the square of 129 will be is equal to here 1 7 6 4 1 1. So this is the answer, and remember this method, and in this method you can find the square of any number. Okay. Okay. So there is a correction here. Okay, here it will be 0 because 9 is 9, so it will be 9 0 here. So then here it will be 2 plus 2 here 4, and 4 plus 2 will be 6. So here 56 and then here also 56. So you have this is the answer. Okay. This is the answer here. So that was the mistake, little mistake here. So you can correct this. Okay. So now I will wind up this class, okay, and there are 2 remaining questions and you will do it yourself, and I have not done many questions, and all those questions which I have not done you will do them as a homework, okay. So thank you for watching now.